What's up, guys? Welcome to another week of my meet prep training. This is week 2 here, and I was actually able to get some bench footage in. Ended up working up to 310 for 4 doubles and then a top set of 5 on this week. I'm going to keep following that same format for as long as I can really ride that out. So I'll be hitting 315 here this coming Saturday. But these all moved really well. My pec and shoulder started to get a little bit tight, but I actually was able to pretty much completely fix the problem doing a little bit of Donnie Thompson's body tempering. So I used what I think it was about 80-pound kettlebell and rolled up my pec, rolled up my front delt, and then did a little bit of work on that later in the week after my squat session and everything's 100% better. So that's going to be something I definitely keep in my arsenal, both as a prehab, so I'll probably roll everything out a little bit before I bench, and then also as just a general maintenance thing on my mobility days or my post upper body session. So either way, these all moved really fast, and I ended up hitting 310 for a pause set of 5, which I don't believe that I've done before. I don't really remember. I'd have to check my log. But all of them real fast, real solid. Got a nice long pause on the 5th rep here. Tried to go for a 6th, but I got out of position and ended up just shutting the set down. Not really even trying to press through because I didn't want to fuck anything up in my shoulder. So bench went great. My diet is also going well, and like I said last week, I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm doing there. Really just trying to get back down into the 240s. I ended up hitting 267, 268 towards the end of last year at my heaviest, and I don't really want to be making any kind of drastic weight cuts or anything to make it to 242. Plus I just got fatter than I really prefer to walk around at. So what I've been doing is just cleaning everything up, got back to tracking all my macros, doing higher carbs on the days that I'm training, lower carbs on the days that I'm not, but I'm not going 0 carb or anything on any days of the week at this point, nor do I really plan to. I've also added in just some steady state cardio most of the days of the week. Last week I was doing 20 minutes on my training days, 30 minutes on the off days, and this week here I bumped it up by 5 minutes on each of those sessions. So I'm going to ride that out for probably another week. I may add 5 minutes to each of the sessions one more time, and then at that point I will probably take 1 or 2 of those and turn them into more of a HIIT style session, probably on the bike. Trying to stay with things that are not going to impede my recovery at all. I'm really just going to kind of keep everything loosened up and allow me to keep dropping weight without having to lower my calories too much. So glad to say that that is working. Just a hair under 260 this morning. I officially will be weighing in tomorrow. I should be in the 258 or 59 range, which puts me down 9 pounds just in the first 2 weeks, 8 to 9 pounds. So that's going well. About 2.5 inches down on my waist too. So hopefully I can get down into the 240s before things start getting heavy and I want to level off the calories and start pulling the cardio. So goal is to do the majority of my cutting while I'm still in this higher volume portion of training. So that was about it. Also doing some filming with North House Media. We're going to be putting together a spotlight project, kind of a mini documentary on the gym with an interview with some of the lifters we have here. And so that's why we've got the fancy lighting. And on this day, Taylor was doing some filming of our training. So that should be coming out probably in about a month, depending on how long it takes to edit. But I'm really excited to see how that project comes out, and I'm glad to have had the opportunity to have him come in and film some training and kind of reconnect with him. He's a buddy of mine from close to 10 years ago. So it's always nice to see people that have also kind of gone off and started businesses and doing things that they enjoy doing and be able to collaborate with them. So on my deadlift session here, I am still using the front squats. That's going to be pretty constant for at least for another 2 weeks. They were feeling pretty heavy and shitty, so I ended up just hitting 3 straight sets at 300 instead of trying to push past the 325 triple that I hit last week. I think next week I'll go a little bit heavier since I'm pretty sure I'm slated to do some doubles instead of triples. I had a little bit of a weight shift here, which felt weird. I kind of examined the video, decided to come back and hit it for another set and just focus on doing a better job. And that, go figure, actually worked just fine. So just had to focus on cueing and staying upright And so I filmed this last set from the side here, and you can see that my position is a lot better than it used to be when I was front squatting. I'm not dumping forward, I'm actually driving through the ground with my quads really well. So those felt pretty good. My pulls felt pretty solid, a little bit heavier than they felt last week, but I think that's more just from doing the straight sets instead of one top set. Plus I was a little tired going into the day. So still pulled 15 singles this week at 70%, so it's at 435 this week instead of 405. Next week I'm going to jump up to 75%, which should put me somewhere in the 465 range, I think. And then I've got one more week before everything starts ramping up again. So really just still trying to coordinate the tightening of my lats with drive with the legs, with positioning, bracing, and everything on that front is still looking really solid. So this is still probably the cleanest that my pulls have ever looked, and I'm hoping to be able to keep this going into the rest of meet prep. So that is about it. I don't have anything too terribly exciting to say over and above this. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it, subscribe to my channel. Be sure to connect with me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm on Twitter, but I don't post a whole lot of stuff there. Share this with your friends. Check out the gym at savagegym.com, and go check out my buddy Taylor with North House Media. I'll go ahead and link his Instagram and everything below in this video. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.